Captain America
Language!
Sorry, did Captain America make love in the 40s? Inquiring fans and She-Hulk want to know. When Jason Lee's Brody Bruce meets Stan the Man Lee at the local mall in Kevin Smith's Mallrats, they have an emotional heart-to-heart talk about love and how some of the iconic Marvel Comics characters reflected Stan Lee's own heartbreak and regret. But moments before, the comics-obsessed slacker inquires about the sex habits of some of the Marvel Universe's top heroes.
The Thing. Is this dork made of orange rock like the rest of his body?
Many true believers have likely had similar questions over the years, especially during their formative years. And though we've gotten small glimpses into the romantic lives of major superheroes before, it's not like these characters are generally talking about their between-the-sheets adventures. However, that all changes in She-Hulk, Attorney at Law, when Jennifer Walters presents a theory to her Avenger cousin, Bruce Banner, about his friend and colleague, Steve Rogers. While the duo are driving through the mountains, she hypothesizes that Captain America was too preoccupied to lose his virginity after taking the super soldier serum, fighting in the war, getting frozen in ice, and becoming one of the Earth's mightiest heroes.
So it seems like he was pretty busy.
Obviously, Captain America was a virgin.
Look out!
Despite not getting an answer then and there, Jen does get an answer by the end of the episode. And the show's creator and head writer, Jessica Gao, recently revealed how that came to be. While speaking to Variety about She-Hulk's introduction into the MCU, the writer shared that the episode order was altered slightly, so that material from episode 8 was moved to the pilot in order to reveal She-Hulk's origins sooner. This ended up changing a running gag in the show about Captain America's virginity. We just started putting it in scripts. There used to be a season-long runner where the thing that is constantly gnawing away at Jen is this question of whether or not Steve Rogers has ever had sex. You just regularly see her Googling it, talking about it. You got the sense that she was just constantly pestering people in her life. This question that was burning away at her soul. She continued to say, "I can't describe to you how thrilled and shocked I was that not only was Kevin on board with answering the question, that he supplied me with the canon answer." This answer comes straight from the Incredible Hulk's mouth after a night of drinking at his bar on the beach, following a full day of training with his cousin. Banner reveals in the post-credits scene of episode 1.
Steve Rogers is not a virgin. He lost his virginity to a girl in 1943 on the USO tour.
While Banner might have finally and definitively answered the question that had been gnawing at Jen, it does still open the door to a whole new trove of questions. Like, how did Bruce come by that information in the first place? More importantly, who exactly was the girl that Cap lost his virginity to in 1943? Peggy Carter lovers can rule Steve's soulmate out right away, as she was off fighting on the front lines, while Steve was staging a showdown with Hitler. There was also Natalie Dormer's flirty forward lieutenant that stole a kiss from Steve and caused a bit of a rift between him and Peggy in Captain America: The First Avenger. But all that went down after the USO tour wrapped. Could Steve have lost his V-card with an unnamed USO dancer, or maybe an off-screen gal that didn't appear in The First Avenger at all? It's possible, but Steve had at least one other romantic run-in that coincided perfectly with the events Banner described. Remember the beautiful blonde that approached Steve for an autograph during the USO montage? Yeah, their interaction was brief, but they had some serious chemistry, the kind that alludes to a little something more. And speaking of something more, Gao also told Total Film that regarding Jen's interest in Steve Rogers' V-card status pre-D-Day, it's something that comes back. That's all I'll say.